guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Julie Koo, and today we have part 2 of Dr. Mona Van's Style Revival Apartment Makeover. So as you can see from the first video, we got so much done. We tackled the entry, the living room, the guest room, but she wanted more. After the first phase, we collectively decided to make it a little bit more edgy, add more black accents, and tackle the kitchen, the master bedroom, restyle some of the entry shelving, the living room, and some storage and organization ideas for both of her closets. And my favorite part is phase 2 of the guest room. You saw in phase 1, it was a really quick turnaround. I probably shopped for about maybe a couple of weeks, and I sent her some mood boards. We went back and forth, and then the installation happened in one day. So for phase 2, we decided to take a little bit more time to source the perfect pieces. So we broke down phase 2 of this style revival by first tackling both of her closets for storage and organization. Okay guys, so we're back for phase 2 and we're doing a ton of storage and organization today. I want Mona to have one last look at this closet before.
I'm happy to say goodbye.
Yeah, come right on in. Now, one of the biggest issues that we have is there's really no designated zone for your dresses, your tops, your jewelry. I mean, by the time I'm done with the closet, you know, what are your goals for this space?
To make it functional, so I feel like I'm not seeing enough of my clothes, and actually to have it like look nice.
And then it'll be really chic by the time we're done with it.
Yes.
I mean, I really want this to feel like your own little boutique.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move on to the guest room. This is really common, okay guys? Anytime you guys have like a 1 or 2 bedroom apartment or studio, you know that this secondary guest closet is like,
it's like, oh, this is where I can store things, and then it just keeps building up. I haven't even been here that long.
it's just like a drop-off zone, but you'll see that there's so much valuable square footage here that's not being utilized correctly. So I'm gonna send Mona off for the day. You guys are gonna see this like crazy one-day storage and organization install that we're doing for both this guest closet and the master closet. You excited?
I'm so excited.
So we are now standing in Mona's closet, and you'll see that everything is so disorganized. It's kind of like in disarray. What I'm going to do is get to a place where she has a completely organized system. This might be typical for some of you girls to kind of have all your jewelry strewn about, but for me, if you don't see every single individual item, you're not going to use it. So we started clearing out the guest closet, and for me, I like to group things by category. So I'm taking out all the hoodies because clearly hoodies don't need to be hung. You guys are using very valuable hanging storage for something that could be folded. So we purchased this IKEA Calyx, which is probably one of my favorite IKEA systems. We also had them install little drawer faces, and we purchased really inexpensive storage boxes for $5. So we moved all the coats from the entry closet to this guest closet instead. So now you'll see that not only is everything totally organized, but you have one central area for the common items that you use every day. So I just emptied out one huge basket that Mona had all of these beauty products in, but clearly once they're all in a basket, you have no idea what you're using. So now I'm actually gonna organize them by type and product, and I'll show you how to store this. So right here, Cal, ready? Open.
Oh my god, it looks so much better.
Before, nothing was color coordinated. You know, Mona had like shirts over here, dresses over here, pants in the same. You know, for me, it's all about organizing according to the type and style. So now we have all of your little short cocktail dresses organized in this manner.
Okay.
And color coordinated as well. The only issue is that your pants and your jeans, your skirts and your bottoms, I don't have the correct hangers for you. So I'm gonna bring the correct ones next week. I pulled them here from your master. You remember that we didn't want that mirror facing the bed anyways.
Bad feng shui.
Yes, bad feng shui, but one of the things that I absolutely feel is like the most functional thing for a closet is anytime you have jewelry storage or display, you have to have a mirror there. How are you gonna see what it looks like, right?
So true.
Yeah, it's like,
And I forgot about certain things I had.
I mean, I know. I mean, for me, it was about displaying everything that you had. We organized it in a way where I have all of your delicates and, you know, expensive jewelry here. Some of your runoff, you know, little costume jewelry here. Long gowns and long play dresses kind of are isolated in their own little corner. And then all of your pretty little boxes and luggage and bags are gonna go up top.
Great.
I installed this little belt kind of bag racky hook for you.
Yeah.
Switch and swap them out as you go. And hello, YSL needs to be
I know,
front and
he's-
center.
Front and center for sure.
Your new
Oh my god, so much better. Are you serious?
Come on in.
Oh wow.
And then take it all in.
Oh my god, thank you. All my jackets. Oh my god, I love this.
So what I love to do is get these little like makeshift bins, and really you can kind of stuff everything in there. I like that it's easy to slide in and out so you can kind of see everything.
Yeah.
We also came back to swap out some items in the entry, the living room, and the kitchen. You guys saw from the previous entry shelf that there's a lot of rose gold, a lot of girly feminine pieces. And I think after living with it for a while, Mona decided that she wanted just a really classy look, edgier looks, a lot more black, and a little less pink. For the kitchen, we upscaled those acrylic bar stools by adding faux fur just draped over each seat back. Layering textiles on existing furniture pieces just adds another dimension to it. Some of the changes that we made to the living room was adding 2 slim sofa tables right behind the sectional. What this did was add a little bit more surface space, and it became the perfect spot to flank 2 brand new table lamps for a little bit more ambient lighting. In phase 1, the living room was really posh, very girly, a lot of pink accents. I think after living with it for a while, it just seemed a little bit too girly and not as high fashion. We removed some of the pink accents, added the black, and it went from feminine to fabulous in 2 seconds. The previous guest room had a huge queen bed that was a focal point of the room. I knew that Mona wanted to use this as a shoot space, so I persuaded her to get rid of that queen bed, add a brand new beautiful tufted day bed with a trundle underneath. Here at Mona's, Kelly and I have a huge day in front of us. We're actually assembling and installing a bunch of furniture for the new guest room. Okay, so this is Mona's shoot space, and we just got rid of this really huge guest bed here. We are actually replacing it with a really chic tufted day bed, so by the time that you guys see this, it's gonna look totally different. Not only was there a full mattress on top and a twin trundle below, but at the same time, now she can shoot from any angle and there's so much more space in there. Now moving on to the master bedroom. Before, it was just a really simple, plain and white space. We swapped out the previous table lamps for 2 new beautiful brass and marble table lamps from West Elm. We added this beautiful faux fur blush bedding, and not only did that add a softness and a rich texture to the bed, but it made it feel so much warmer. And my favorite aspect of the entire master bedroom is 3 new pieces of artwork that I mocked up myself. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Oh my god, I love those! Perfect. I
love it?
Yes, it's perfect.
Yay! I'm so
And
happy.
This looks so like serene.
Yeah, just nice,
This
light,
is so
fluffy.
perfect. Marble and the taupe, like it's the exact vibe of my bedroom that I want.
It's soft, it's feminine, it's not too hard.
Right.
You know, there's not too much black in here, but we just had strategic pieces of black just to really edge it up. I just did it myself.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I have it. I have an Insta story, so just repost me, okay?
What? Oh my god, this is straight out.
It's a famous artist, okay? It's a few famous artists. I love his line drawings, but instead of committing to buy it for you, I just wanted to sketch it up real quick, see if you loved it, and if you loved it, we'll buy it. And then we'll get the real, or if you don't, we'll leave it there. It's fine too.
Well, I invested in it. It looks really good. That's amazing. I'm so impressed.
You guys know how much I love to organize. So once I started tackling Mona's master closet, it's not a large space. So the first thing we needed to do was clean it up, make it super organized, and style it in a way that showcases her personality and shows off some of her favorite accessories. 1, 2, 3.
I can open?
Your new closet.
Oh my god! This looks so pretty.
What do you think, babe?
Wow, it's amazing. It looks so pretty. I love it.
You know, a lot of people treat their closet like a closet.
Yeah.
I treat it like my own little boutique.
Exactly.
And at the same time, I love to accessorize, you know, your shoe shelf with a little bit of everything. You have candles in there, you have frames, you have little atomizers for your perfume, maybe some beautiful florals, of course your shoes, and some jewelry in there.
No, and I love like the white, like just goes well with the taupe right there, and the way you rearrange it's just so pretty.
Yeah, so you know, I love to do dark inky black on the bottom, just so that as your eyes draw up, it goes lighter and lighter.
Yeah.
So just think to color coordinate it, babe, and then you can never go wrong. One of my favorite things to do after a makeover is sit down and kind of chat with my client. I wanted to know what Mona really loved about her experience, what she learned, and the things that she'll take away with her once I'm out of there. Tell me, what have you learned in this process?
I've learned a few things. First of all, to step outside your comfort zone of exactly what you think. Like, I'm not big on like golds, brassy, like it felt like it looked a little too antique-y, but I learned that if I don't mix some of those in, it tends to look a little too harsh and cold and slow, right?
And too industrial. In order to make it feel like a cozy, chic girl's apartment, you have to add in some of those brass elements. It warms it up, especially when it's next to silvers or chromes.
Exactly. And then I've also learned if you don't like something right away or you're not sure, to just like live with it for a minute, because you can end up changing your mind. Like there's certain things I was like, no, I don't want that. And then once I saw it after a little bit, I ended up liking it.
I know, I don't know how many times I came back and she was like, oh my god,
no, I like
you're gonna kill me. I love this now, but that's it, guys. You know, you really have to live with it for a little bit, you know, let it settle in. The color changes different times of the day, so make sure that you walk around from morning, noon, and night, and the room can feel completely different.
That's very true. For example, like if we didn't get this back table lighting, I would have been like, oh, we're fine, but at night it was too dark, so.
And then now that you have it, you know,
great.
Yeah, now it's like you have this strategic lighting, a little bit of ambient lighting everywhere, so it feels warmer, it feels cozier.
Yes.
Now that the entire space is done, there is no stone left unturned. What would you say is your maybe favorite piece, favorite corner, favorite room?
To be honest, my favorite piece is probably the faux fur on the stool. I don't know what it is about those. I just think they're so cute and chic, and I love that when you walk in. I feel like it's the first thing you see when you walk in, so it sets the tone of the apartment. So that's my favorite piece, but my favorite like corner or I mean, this living room is just like such a cozy little nook. I love it. It feels like you just want to curl up on the couch with like a cup of tea.
Oh, I love that. I love everything, okay guys? Originally, there are a lot of things that I didn't love. I didn't love that huge old queen bed in the middle of your creative studio space. I fought for that, I won, clearly. so now that I have this really beautiful tufted daybed in there, I love it. I mean, I love the daybed for the guest room. In the living room, gosh. I mean, the sectional is fabulous. You already have the sectional, but I think once we switched up the configuration, it just opened up the room so much better.
And the rug.
Yeah, and the rug. I would say the rug
The rug is really good.
The rug wasn't cheap, guys.
Yeah, it was not.
Just with the right shade of gray, it really warmed up the space, and it also made it feel like so much more glamorous.
Totally.
That is it for this final install and reveal. You know, what we want to promote is that it doesn't take a lot, okay? It doesn't take a lot of money, it doesn't take a lot of effort, and it doesn't take a lot of creativity to really transform your space and make it really work for you and whatever your life is going on right now. So Mona, I wanted to thank you very much for number one, finding me on Instagram.
On Instagram.
Yeah, and reaching out. Now that we're done with the transformation, I really hope that it, you know, inspires you to live your best life ever.
It will, and it already has, and it just feels like a whole new space. I'm so happy with it. I love it.
If you guys like this video, I hope that you will comment below, like and subscribe to my brand new channel, and you
Definitely
will see
subscribe.
this beautiful face and myself in future videos. Okay, guys?
Bye,
See ya.
guys.
Bye.